Hello, everyone. My name is Apostolos Klinakis, and I'm one of the co-founders of PhosPrint, which is a high-tech spin-off company of the National Technical University of Athens, established 3 years ago in Athens, Greece. We aim to introduce for the first time in vivo laser bioprinting in the surgery room for tissue engineering. We believe that this is going to transform the healthcare sector and improve the quality of life for patients. We have secured IP, we have a proprietary know-how, we have unpublished preclinical data, we have a pre-industrial printer, functional printer, which you can see here in action in surgery. We have protocols for cell isolation, expansion, and printing, and our first application, the most advanced application of PhosPrint, is cystoplasty for bladder cancer patients which undergo cystectomy. And those patients are faced with two options: a pouch for storing urine, which is not continent, and a neobladder, continent neobladder, which is made of the intestine of the same patient. And however, due to the compatibility of the intestinal epithelium with the bladder function, this causes lifelong side effects, which are very costly to treat. And this is where PhosPrint comes to remedy these problems. There are over 5,000 new cases of bladder cancer worldwide annually. And of those, approximately 40% would be eligible for cystectomy and cystoplasty. PhosPrint is focusing on the 82,000 cases that are diagnosed in North America and Europe, and these patients make up a market of approximately €500 million annually. In brief, what we do prior to the cystectomy, we get a healthy bladder biopsy from the same patient. We isolate the urothelial cells, we expand them in the lab. This process takes between 2 to 4 weeks to make hundreds of millions of those cells. And then during surgery, the bladder is removed and the intestine of the patient is denuded. The intestinal epithelium is being removed and replaced by printed autologous urothelial cells, while obviously the vasculature and innervation is preserved to support the growth of the cells. And we can print approximately 1 million cells per second. This whole procedure takes a few minutes. We have validated our technology in ex vivo and in vivo, in mice and in pigs. And you can see here a printed bladder in a pig 2 weeks after the surgery and the printing, and you can appreciate the continuous layer of urothelial cells which we printed. And for the first 2 years, PhosPrint's income will be primarily the sales of printers to R&D centers, institutes, and pharma companies, which will help us gain some market traction and develop interest. From the 4th year onwards, the main revenue stream will come into place, and that is the printer sold or leased to hospitals, protocols for cell isolation and expansion and printing. We have contacted already hospitals in Greece and outside Greece, and there is great interest in this technology. We are a strong and diverse team. Ioanna Zeriotti, our CEO, is a world leader in laser bioprinting. Maria Pallidou, CFO, is an experienced finance person from the healthcare sector. Myself as a biomedical expert, young scientists, engineers, physicists, biologists, as well as advisors from the industry and the academia. We're standing right here at this point. We're performing preclinical studies in pigs. We need approximately 1 year more to complete these studies and move on to phase 1 clinical trials. And we believe that by 2027, we'll be seeking for EMA authorization to get into the clinic. We expect to break even in 2027 when the main revenue stream comes into play and to stay profitable from then onwards. We don't have competition in what we're doing. PhosPrint is the only laser bioprinting company focusing on in vivo printing, and the applications we're pursuing, bladder and later on others, are not pursued by any other company. Precise Bio and Poetis, other laser bioprinting companies, focus on printing ex vivo explants to be transplanted in patients, and they are addressing different medical needs. The non-laser companies in the field, which are numerous, primarily focus on sales of printers. PhosPrint just got an EIC accelerator grant from the European Union. This is a 2.8 million grant for 2 years, no strings attached, except that only 40% will come from the EU and the other 30% needs to be co-funded by ourselves. So PhosPrint is looking first for 0.8 million euros to co-fund this first phase of the EIC accelerator grant, and then we're looking for another 3 million euros to match the secured 3 million euros of equity from EU under the same scheme. This would be it. Thank you very much.